In a situation where you desperately want to get into the trade, you don't chase after these long lower shadows or upper shadows for shorts. You don't chase into this. This is very bullish, yes, I know, but buying it up there will give you a stop loss down there, which is plain ridiculous. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel for another trading day, and today I will look at cryptocurrencies, when and where to buy at present. I will also show you to trade with long shadow or long wick candles, which is a very important skill to have. And I'm also going to have a look at the dollar index and some currency strength. If we look at the dollar index, well, this was perfect. It's just lovely when you see technical analysis plays out so well. Not that I could do anything about it, but look at this rising trend line, the gap up right to that trend line, and then from there on it sell off. I was worried and warned everybody, don't go short, because obviously you never know when the gap gets filled. This instance, it got filled immediately, which is nice because now the gap is out of the way. You don't have to worry about it anymore, that it would create higher volatility than needed. So dollar index coming down strongly. You can see on even my indicator, dollar went up into the green zone yet again. It was up there, then it came back down there, then the gap pushed it up there in the second strongest spot. Now dollar is back down right at the bottom. So definitely dollar short. My medium-term trend is also bearish. Yes, the long-term trend still wants to be bullish, but for that, I'm going to need a retracement back to these moving averages. So for now, I'll stay short. The next level to negotiate is this level, and this could turn into a double top. If you look there, that little top there, little top there, but that we only need the intermediate low to be taken out, and then we will be right at this 89 moving average, which becomes a problem because it can turn into support. So we'll see by the time they meet what will happen at that stage. In general, the yen, the pound, and the CAD, those are the strong ones. We want to be long in, very neutral in the Aussie New Zealand scenario. And then on the bearish side, euro, dollar, and the Swiss franc. We move on then to cryptocurrencies. Now, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but a very important thing to know and to understand is what to do with long lower shadows. A long lower shadow in the market, especially these big ones, even the smaller ones, those of you that's following me for a long time know I like this a lot. I learned this from Steve Nissen. And the sweet spot, that's what they call it. You've got the long body sweet spot, and you've got the long lower shadow sweet spot. In a situation where you desperately want to get into the trade, you don't chase after these long lower shadows or upper shadows for shorts. You don't chase into this. This is very bullish, yes, I know, but buying it up there will give you a stop loss down there, which is plain ridiculous. So these halfway marks are the very important thing to look at, especially when the halfway marks do confirm a historical level. That's very important. So I would not straight buy. Yes, you can. For higher risk, if you are more risk prone and you feel you would like to get in, nothing wrong with getting in straight at those levels. Maybe a little bit of a position with a stop loss down on these lows. Other one is to find a candle reversal there, or any double bottom on a lower time frame, maybe for argument's sake. This is a daily chart. You can sit on the 4-hour charts and say, all right, I'm going to wait for the 4-hour charts to come back down to this level here. You can see here. Come back to the level, maybe a 4-hour reversal, maybe a flag pattern is forming here now. And you can say, well, I'm going to time it on the 4-hour chart. But you need some good confirmation at that halfway mark on one lower time frame maybe to get into a trade there. So this is the area. I'm going to start to get very interested in XRP yet again. I bought this bounce, yes, definitely, as I've explained on previous videos, from the $2 level, and gave me a very nice entry. You could have taken some profits there if you wanted to, but now the retest here, confirmed by structure in the past, another test there. It's the halfway mark of the shadow. You get a 4-hour confirmation. That is what we're really after. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor, Inkasu. Do you struggle with customer queries that takes up all your time? Contact Inkasu to help transform your website customer focus with an integrated AI staff member. For more info, check out the link in the description. Bitcoin a little bit different. We had the halfway mark there, which just cut right through it. If you look at the 4-hour chart, you see there was never a reversal on the 4-hour charts on the halfway mark. Remember now, I marked the daily charts, the halfway mark there. So the 4-hour chart, you can see they just dropped below it. So you couldn't say, okay, this is a level I would love to go with it. That's not a bullish engulfing. That's too small, not on. So now it's coming back down again for the next level of support, which on a long candle like this, long white candle, remember now your support levels is the halfway mark, the open there, that's the next level, and the next level of support is obviously the low here. Now this is not you can rate this as a long lower shadow and say, all right, you know what, I'm going to look at the halfway mark there also. But the one I do like a lot is look at the structure coming in here. See, so if I zoom in again, structure coming in at the open of this candle. So that is the area to look for it. So yet again, a 4-hour reversal off there for traders that wants to see something. You can say, right, you know what, that is the area which is confirmed by that level there. Draw in a flat line there just to show you that levels. So now we would like to see on that flat line, we would like to see the bounce and a strong candle reversal. This was not good enough, so maybe a double bottom, maybe the flag pattern here, like I've showed you. Something on a 4-hour reversal, but it's more important to identify the correct levels where to look at these things. And this is where the halfway marks, the sweet spots, and candle support and resistances do come in. If you look at Solana, not one of those really, the dailies, a little bit of a long lower shadow. So I'm not that keen on this. There it never hit a level, so the support levels never got hit on the weekly chart. So I'm not that keen on this. It doesn't look that great to me. It looks great in total, but to have a specific timing. But if I have to look at a level, this is where the level is going to be. Because this is the long lower shadow. It doesn't confirm a historical level. The lows sort of confirm a historical level, which is not bad. So these are the two levels I will look at, but I will have more an emphasis on these lows here at the bottom. I don't think that level is so strong because it doesn't get confirmed by anything else. If we move on to Ethereum, still busy building the weekly chart. Yes, we do have the daily charts on the long lower shadow. We could mark the halfway mark. There's no structure confirming that, nothing. If you go to the weeklies, there's a little bit lower level coming in there, which is still okay-ish to a certain extent, a little bit below the halfway mark on the weeklies. But for that, we will need the market to close. But not a bad level at all. The exact halfway mark is not that attractive. Other than that, definitely a retest of these lows. But I'm focusing on the weekly charts for now on Ethereum. XLM, long lower shadow. Again, mark the level there, right at the support level structure. You've got this double structure coming in there and there. The halfway mark is right in the center. This one makes me very excited to look at this and say, I'm looking for a 4-hour reversal. You can see they are consolidating on the 4-hour charts. All of them, or let's say most of them, consolidating. So maybe dribbling down, testing. As I said yesterday, the pain is not done yet. This should come back to the halfway marks, bounce from here, and then you can find entries on whatever entry strategies you like to do. But the most important thing is to identify the levels correctly. If you look at chain link also, long lower shadow, halfway mark, right structure here. You're going to also wait for a 4-hour. Look at the same pattern forming, flag pattern. Well, let's just call it it's not really a flag, it could be a wedge. It could be anything by the time it gets down there. The main thing, it's a consolidation. We're spotting the levels. We would like to see this. Add a little bit here, maybe on the breakout, on a consolidation breakout. A run, a retest, candle reversals, all those kind of things. That'll give us a lot of time to build a very nice position for the short term, medium, and for the long term. Dogecoin, similar scenario. We had the liquidity run. We are right at support levels. Halfway marks is a bit, I think it's closer to the bottom support level, which I've showed you here. I think it was on the weekly charts a while ago. Yes, there. That's the better level there. Halfway mark of the long lower shadows on the daily charts. That's the area to look. Moving to a 4-hour chart, you see the same pattern coming in. Doing a flag pattern on the 4-hour charts or any consolidation. I'm just calling it a flag. It's not a flag yet, guys. All I'm saying is it might consolidate, come back right down to these areas, and then you find support. Let the market confirm there's a structure, and then we can start to buy. Cardano, exactly the same scenario. The problem with Cardano, there's not a recent level, but it's still there. there's still a resistance level on the dailies. You go there. If you move to the weekly chart, you will find not anything helping us, a little bit there, but it's not helping us much. The daily charts give us that level there, which is right on that halfway mark, which I like. So again, 4-hour charts, you can see the same pattern coming in. Again, we're looking at the flag pattern or a consolidation pattern, and then we wait at this area here and say, all right, you know what, we are at the halfway mark of the candle. You can see how the halfway mark of the candle guides you where to look. Like Fibonacci, you see at the 50 or the 61% or the 38 or the 78%, you know where to start to look for levels. Now the halfway mark of the candle is a similar one. It's basically a 50% retracement of the Fibonacci of that long shadow. Then you find that support level, and now you know where to go and find the support resistance, to find some structure to confirm your trade idea. Well guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. You can support this channel by checking out all the links in the description. So don't forget to trade responsibly and never ever trade with money you cannot afford to lose. I can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.